Greetings, fellow Earthlings, and those who think that I'm excluding them. You know who you are. This is Pastor Cube, and I'm playing with a Rubik's Cube. Now you may see that this one is completely sorted or solved. So let's try and do a bit of mix-up and solve the blue side. Bit of a mix. Let's start solving the blue side here. Okay, so that goes there. That gets out of the way so that I can put those two in without messing that up. Put that back in. Okay, now I've got two left to get in. There's one side on the bottom, and now there's a corner on the bottom. If I move the corner, okay, so I've got all the sides now. Let's try and get this corner without messing up too much on the side. Okay, let's put it up here. Put the other corner into the bottom face. Wait, I prefer if it was in the side face, so that when I put it in, it just slides up without a problem. Okay, so we're going to put that in there, and now we've done the blue face. Great. But wait, hang on, these other sides of the blue face aren't done because it's not the blue face, it's the blue layer. So, if you try and match the corners or the sides with the center, that will make it the single layer. What we're going to do instead of doing each side one by one is we're going to make a cube within a cube, starting with the yellow, blue, orange side, which means we need to replace this red, blue side with the red, orange, or with the blue, orange side. But to do that, we move it out of the blue face, and then move the red, blue side out so that we can move the orange, blue side in. Now we can turn the back two sides without worrying about anything being messed up in the cube within a cube. We just need to find the orange yellow side now. Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's move it in to where it needs to be without messing up the rest of the cube. And now you see there's a cube within the cube. We can now build on here, there, or there to add to this 2 by 2 by 2 cube to make it a 2 by 2 by 3. That's probably the easiest way. That orange, blue, white corner is in the correct face and was easiest to move in. We now need to look for the orange, the blue, white side. Now there's an easier way to put this in, but I prefer this way because it makes more sense to me. Using the corner to fetch the side. We'll set it up so that it's in line with the white. We'll turn the white face so that the blue, orange, white corner goes into the top face. Get it out of the way so that we can move that back in. Then use the blue, white, orange corner to fetch the blue, white side and move that column in. Now we've got almost a 2 by 2 by 3 cube in there. We now need to look for the orange, white side. Where is that? Oh, okay, there, I've got it on my left hand, and I've just moved it in. We now have a 2 by 2 by 3 cube within the cube, which means we can turn this face all we want and the other face all we want without breaking anything that we've already done. We can now build on either of these faces so that we can add to this and then have a column to work with for the final section. If I use that side, then I'll have this column to work with. Or I could use this section here and have that column to work with, or this section here to have that column to work with in order to fix the top. This will make more sense when I get to that point. So the red, blue, yellow pair that I'm looking at here needs to come in here. And the easiest way to do that would be to move this out of the way. And then move that out of the way to fix those 4 blocks that I just moved back in, and then bring it back in. As you can tell, I'm almost done with 2 by 2 by 3 squashed into another 2 by 2 by 3. All I need is that red blue side to go into the correct place. But to put it in without messing up anything looks like it's no longer possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mess it up slightly to put it in, then immediately put it back in once that piece is in place. Now you will see there's two 2 by 2 by 3 sections combined, which leaves me a column with which to sort out the top face. Which means that we can work with the side pieces. That piece over there needs to be swapped around with the other piece, so that we've got all the green pieces, the green sides in the top face. What we're going to be doing is swapping the center piece, the side piece that's in the center in this column, with the other pieces by turning the face so that whichever green top piece is in the side, so that we can put the green on top. I think it's probably best for me to just show you rather than talk about it, because obviously my recording and my voiceover doesn't seem to match all that well. You will notice that because those 4 blocks of the white side needed to go back in, the column changed places from the red side to the orange side. So if you have a column in the red side, it means that your 2 by 2 by 3 sections will be correct on both axes of the cube, which means your column will be in the right place. And once you've swapped each of the parts so that they're in the correct spots when you turn the top face back, you'll notice that most of the parts will be in the correct places. And you can shuffle them around according to where you need. As you can tell, I'm almost done. All I need to do is move the red green face side into place, then move it out of the way so that I can move the white green into place, which also moves the red white into place. Then all I need to do is turn the top face so that all the sides match. I can then work on all of the corners that are in the right or wrong places. So it looks like that one's in the right place, it just needs to be rotated. And this piece needs to go there, that piece needs to go there, and some of the pieces need to be rotated. And that's probably explained better with a solved Rubik's Cube. So let's leave this for now and switch to a solved cube, and then we can come back to this video later. So, in order to fix the cube that we had in the previous section, what we want to do is what's called a commutator. That will swap this piece, and this piece. These three corners are going to rotate around the cube without the rest of the cube making a difference. Start with going down, paying attention to where the pieces are, down, and then swap the back pieces by rotating the back twice, and then putting the corner piece that you've just swapped back into the column by going up, Now you'll see these three pieces have been swapped. Now we want to swap the bottom piece with the back piece and put it all back into the top face. Now you'll see that the three pieces that I was speaking of have been rotated around in a clockwise manner around the top face by doing that move and not messing with any of the side pieces. These, if you do a mirror version of the move, down, 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 back twice, is down, paying attention to where the pieces are. As you can see, back twice, coming around. Then we go back up to swap, up again, to swap again, down, to place the one corner, sorry, wrong way, I'm so used to going the right side. Swap those two corners, and then put it all back into the top face. As you can see, it's now sorted. So now, using that technique that swaps three pieces, we will be able to rotate the three corners on the top around the top. We just need to figure out which way we want to go. Okay, so that goes there, which means the other two, this one go there, and that means that one should go there. Down, 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 back twice, up, up, down, back twice again. Fix the side that was correct. And now these pieces are in the correct places. They just need to be rotated. And for that, we'll go back to the sorted cube so that we can show you how to rotate pieces. Now, if you do something to the cube, like a turn here and a turn there, you've now messed up the rest of the cube somehow. So what you want to do is remember what you did to fix it and undo those moves. But since that doesn't do anything to the front face, we've got to do a set of moves that might actually do something to the front face with the piece that we were concentrating on. As you can see in the front face, that corner piece has been rotated, but it messed the rest of the cube up, so we need to undo those moves to fix the rest of the cube. But the problem is that rotated the corner that we were working with back. But if you notice, it only changed that one corner. So if we put another corner in to the place where that first corner was, and then undo the move, for example, let's go anti-clockwise this time, and see what happens. We've now twisted the cube anti-clockwise, twist the corner anti-clockwise. Now we replace that corner with another corner and undo the move that we did to twist that corner, and now it's been rotated without affecting the other corners, and we now have two rotated corners. One was anti-clockwise, the other was clockwise. To make the next move, we can put in another corner and then start the move, either undoing or redoing what we wanted to do, as long as we do this set of moves in pairs. We can always rotate one, then rotate another without messing up the rest of the cube. As long as the piece that you've started to work with is in the right face, it will rotate both pieces. All you need to do is move one into the other space. If we do that again, I think it's that way. No, I think it's this way. Yeah, there we go. We can then fix the corner and then move another corner in and undo the move that messed up the cube to fix the rest of the cube and the other corner. There we go. Now it's sorted again. So let's try and apply this to the other cube that we're working on. This one needs to rotate, that one needs to rotate, and that one needs to rotate. Problem is, all three of them need to rotate the same way. But if we rotate one, then move into another face and rotate the next one, because one needs to go clockwise and the other needs to go counterclockwise, we will have turned the second one the opposite way that we need to in order to fix it. But that means, because there's only three faces on each of these corners, that rotating it twice counterclockwise is the same as rotating it once clockwise. All we need to do is make sure that they're in the same face. Now, the fact that these are in opposite faces, no matter which way you look at the cube, means that you'd need to position one into the same face. Then do the maneuver to rotate the one corner, put it back in the face, then replace it with the other, undo the move, and then rotate it back to where it was in that same face, and then fix it by putting it back where it was supposed to be. And there you go, the solved cube. Hope you've enjoyed this content. I've been Spastic Cube. You've been great. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and share with anyone that you think will enjoy this content.